Previously on Game of Rewon.
In King's Landing, Rewon met his arch-enemy, Elliot Blixton,
Hello, Rewon.
leading to a duel, which was interrupted by Rewon's criminal enemies.
Oh, who are you?
Waking up, Rewon had to find Elliot, running into three unlikely companions. Fleeing the city, more enemies came upon the weak party, being saved by the faceless man traveling to Dragonstone. Rewon took a look, setting out towards Bravos. Arriving in the city, he took out a huge short-term loan, causing him to flee the city. On his way south, bandits extorted him, and the bank had their say. Yet, arriving in Mir and winning the tournament, Rewon's future was looking bright. Sleeping in a nearby village and recruiting 40 men to his cause, he came upon a bandit hideout, deciding to attack upon nightfall. All right, you rebelly peasants, show them who is the king! What in the seven? Littlefinger, you coward! Get up there! Oh, he's a beast!
You've cut quite a swath through my...
I don't negotiate with scum. You are alone. Surrender. Oh. What? That was a bit overkill. Oh well. First round at the tavern is on me. Elliot! What are you doing? Stop stealing my spotlight. You are not the main character. We got a prisoner and a bunch of loot. Heading back to the tavern, Littlefinger got a new horse and some new fashion. Afterwards, the merchant Terrio asked me to deliver some olives. Naturally, I accepted, as a fellow olive entrepreneur. Upon leaving, a bald man named Cosimo rudely interrupted me, trying to steal my olives under the name of contraband. Defending my fellow olive hustler Terrio, I had somehow become a criminal, an olive criminal. Linking up with Orbello, he told me he had a fat purse for my 9 olives. Maybe olive criminality wasn't that bad after all. Upon leaving, a man called Poison Sailor appeared, himself looking like an olive, told me he had heard of me and needed some tools. Axes for his private business, which apparently didn't involve farming or crafting. Already a criminal, I declined this suspicious request. Until he offered me 2,200 gold, forcing me to strike the deal. Once done, Rewon had improved his charm and roguery, becoming closer to the ideal king, or perhaps marking his downfall from grace. Looking back at the long journey he had traveled, he traveled towards Silhoris to rest and drink with his men, meeting a man called Mateno,
Well, good day to ya.
beardless and joined by a suspicious man as well as a ferry guard by his side. Rewon had to beg his leave. He met up with a man called Bobono de Brewer, who apparently had heard of the bandit hideout incident and apparently appreciated his sense of justice, as it deterred others from crime and villainy. Rewon, himself being a recent criminal, nervously smiled as he listened to the troubled man, his caravan being beset by bandits at every corner, torn between profit and sending good men to their death. A professional like Rewon was the solution, for the modest fee of 424 gold per day. Escorting the caravan from Silhoris to Velisar, the merchant was right. A 40-strong party of raiders rushed from the countryside. Despite having the numerical advantage, 40 against 60, Rewon knew it would be a tough fight, as his men were a mob of peasants, whilst his opponents were swift, utilizing horses and skirmishing tactics. We lost a lot of men, 17 killed and 32 knocked out. Everyone did good. Except you, Littlefinger. Managing to get knocked out with no kills? Useless. Taking prisoners, leveling up his peasants, and taking loot. Rewon being only level 8, and having a natural main character learning rate already maxed out, had gained several skills in both one-handed and riding. Checking his party's ledger, he could see he had increased his renown, becoming Clan Tier 2, as well as his booming olive press, making him financially independent for the foreseeable future. Successfully escorting the caravan to its destination, he was approached by none other than Jaime Lannister himself,
Peace to you, stranger.
apparently sick of his father's obsession with legacy and his sister's personal involvement with his sworn brothers of the Kingsguard. He was now only Jaime, ripping me off 10,000 gold for his service. Yet I needed fine swordsmen. Before leaving the city, Rewon signed up for the local tournament, only being able to pick 3 fighters. Himself being injured, he wanted a fair fight and picked out the most fair roster, heavily betting on his success. Hodor versus Jaime Lannister. Which one of you are worthy to be my Kingsguard? Oh, well, looks like the short king lost. Good job, guys. Nice teamwork. We did a good job, yeah. Earning a rusted northern helmet and a lot of money from the fair betting. He tried the helmet on, quickly realizing it wasn't his fashion, giving Jaime a good northern soldier helmet to go along with his Lannister look. Well, calling you tall would be an understatement. I hereby revoke your horse rights, Littlefinger. You are now an archer, the most useless of my party. Recruiting some new peasants, the journey continued towards Volantis, where Rewon met with Deco the oil presser, barely buying his olive enterprise at a market value of 25,000 gold, leaving Rewon quite broke, at least for now. Hitting the road again, Rewon soon reached Mantaris, where Stonehead Sarak asked me to help his confused friends, who apparently lacked receipts for their 4 rolls of high-quality velvet. Knowing full well of the legality of these goods, Rewon of course jumped at the opportunity to fend some expensive goods for profit. Upon leaving, another man intercepted him, Yorko the Minter, calling Sarak a scoundrel for stealing his velvet, begging Rewon to rectify the situation and bring back his stolen goods. Rewon, being an honorable man, couldn't go back on the promise he had made to Sarak and told the merchant off. Reaching the hideout, the surprisingly friendly bandits gave up the goods at the negotiated price. Leaving, Yorko had stalked the party, now once again acting like the nice guy. Me, buying these goods, I, Rewon, was the rightful owner. He threatened to taint Rewon's reputation with the local merchants. He did tell me to have a good day though, and added sir. Quite the cucked man, Rewon thought. In the game for the Iron Throne, Rewon would not forsake his claim for some petty merchant's profit. In that spirit, Rewon and his goons signed up for another tournament in Toulouse. Upon winning another rusty old helmet and bet winnings at this point starting to resemble insider trading due to Elliot and Hodor's prowess, he sold off all his gains thus far, a staggering 40,000 gold. Realizing he was close to his ancestral lands of Old Valyria, he went by boat to Illyria, a Valyrian colony still standing to this day. After recruiting some men, Elliot was given the biggest shield known to man, covering a mere 15% of his body. Across the bay, he visited Astapor, followed by Yunkai, before finally arriving in Meereen, finding himself at the footsteps of Vogaro the Factor. A lucrative opportunity presented itself, as a new bandit chief had been raiding caravans, using the same horse tactics Rewon previously had defeated. Vogaro, being clever, had decided to counter-ambush the raiders, spreading false information about his fat silver-laden caravan. Rewon, never backing down from honest work for the right price, graciously accepted, following the caravan and at a crucial moment aided its defense. Upon winning, the caravan master was thankful and gave him 2,000 gold. Heading back to Meereen, Daenerys Targaryen's seat of power, he joined the local tournament, hoping to curry favor with her and perhaps gain an audience. After winning, purely based on his own merit, he was left with a fine white armor, useless in all but the dead's eyes. Wishing to relax, his party set out to find the best wine and ale the town had to offer. Yo, Hodor, can you smell the alcohol, you freak? Hodor. Never mind. Let's ask this guy over here. Ah, straight ahead. Thank you, sir. Really quiet town at night. No festivities at all. Really disappointing. Alright, let's try this alley. Ah, I see some men socializing. Pour me some wine. You should learn how to treat your king. Come on. Oh, what? No. Please. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, as I am currently in a race to reach 100 subscribers before Elliot Blixton. And oh, I am lacking, so please, you noble viewers, hit that subscribe button. See you in the next game of Rewon.
Certified Rewon.